Hello, my name is Michael Emery. This video is designed to accompany the A+ Student app. I believe that one of the most powerful applications of state management is to improve one's ability to learn new information by creating an effective studying strategy. No matter what you do in life, you are constantly learning, so you can learn how to use this to your advantage. The first part of the program will guide you through a process utilizing internal imagery, and it will show you how to create an effective learning strategy. The second part of the program includes binaural beat frequencies embedded in music, and these frequencies will help you to slow down your brainwave activity. And these are designed to be listened to while reading, writing, or studying. The reason why I use binaural beat frequencies in the background of my programs is because it causes brainwave entrainment to occur, speeding up or slowing down a person's brainwave activity. An example of entrainment could be filling a room with grandfather clocks. And these clocks would be of all shapes and sizes. And these are the clocks that have the large pendulums in them that move back and forth. And then walking through that room, and for each clock, brushing that pendulum so that it swings at a different pace and a different timing than the other clocks. Well, over the course of time, those pendulums will begin to move in syncopation with the largest pendulum in the room. This is called entrainment. This is important to know because there are specific brainwave frequencies that are better suited to certain activities than others. For example, participating in a sport requires one level of brainwave frequency, and memorizing information requires a different level. The objective of this program is to learn how to take information off of a page or a screen and bring it to life within your mind. In the book, Making Connections, Teaching, and the Human Brain, author Renate Kane identifies 3 barriers to learning. The first barrier is the critical logical barrier. This deals with our sense of logical consistency. People feel as though they are asked to believe something that conflicts with prior beliefs. The second barrier is the intuitive affective barrier, and this is violated whenever we feel an action is hurtful or emotionally inappropriate, and this often happens to young children when they're publicly embarrassed. The third barrier is the moral ethical barrier, and this barrier is activated when our beliefs about right and wrong are questioned or challenged. Often, politics and religion activate this barrier for people. In order to get around those 3 barriers to success, there are 2 conditions that must be met in order to achieve optimal states for learning. Dr. Kane suggests that an optimal state for learning is similar to that of a top athlete who is performing at peak levels while maintaining a state of relaxation within his or her body. This is called relaxed alertness. In order to experience relaxed alertness, a student must meet these 2 conditions. First, a degree of general relaxation that supports being safe enough to take risks. By this, one's nervous system is in a state of rest and digest instead of fight or flight. Secondly, you must experience an intrinsic sense of motivation. This means that whatever you are learning benefits you and/or others. Dr. Kane outlines the following 12 principles to create a framework for learning. The first principle is that the brain is a parallel processor. This means that a person's brain is always doing many things at one time. As a learner, the opportunity for you to learn more quickly and effectively is dependent upon your ability to align your thoughts, emotions, and imagination to the big picture framework of the content you are learning so that the details fit in place. The second principle is that learning engages the entire physiology. Everything that affects our physiology affects our capacity to learn. Stress management, nutrition, exercise, relaxation, and rest are fully incorporated into the learning process. The third principle is that the search for meaning is innate. The human brain is constantly attempting to make sense of our experiences. The more excited you can become about your opportunities to learn, the more effortless you'll find this process becoming. The fourth principle is that the search for meaning occurs through patterning. Your brain is designed to perceive and generate patterns, and it resists having meaningless patterns imposed upon it. As a student, your ability to search for bigger patterns will make learning more natural. The fifth principle is that emotions are critical to patterning. What you learn is going to be influenced and organized by your emotions and mindset experienced at that time. The more you can anchor the mindset and emotions that you are a capable learner and you feel excited about learning, the more effective your studies will become. The sixth principle is that the brain processes parts and wholes simultaneously. The right and left hemispheres of your brain perceive information differently. The right brain is more symbolic and metaphorical. The left brain is more logical and reasoning. When information is perceived using both hemispheres, you're getting a whole picture. The seventh principle is that learning involves both focused attention and peripheral perception. Essentially, what you're not focused upon in your environment is affecting you as much as what you are focused upon. One of the best ways to apply this information is to carefully select your learning environment and reduce distracting or dull stimuli. The eighth principle is one of my favorites. Learning always involves conscious and unconscious processes. There are countless signals that are entering your mind-body through your five senses, and as a result, we become our experiences. For example, a student can learn to sing on key and also learn to hate singing at the same time. The ninth principle is that we have at least two different types of memory, a spatial memory system and a set of systems for rote learning. Your spatial memory system does not need rehearsal, and it has instant memory. For example, you can probably remember what you ate for your last meal. The second set of memory systems is designed for storing relatively unrelated information. These are the things that you need to rehearse learning, and through repetition and association, these can become part of your spatial memory system. The 10th principle is that we understand and remember best when facts and skills are embedded in natural spatial memory. Items to be memorized are remembered when they are embedded in ordinary experiences. Stories, visual imagery, hands-on training, field trips, these are all very effective ways for embedding facts into memory in a natural way. The 11th principle is that learning is enhanced by challenge and inhibited by threat. This goes back to the concept of relaxed alertness. Like a top athlete performing at peak levels while still remaining internally relaxed. There's a very strong martial arts component to this concept. The 12th and last principle is that each brain is unique. As you learn, the structure of your brain changes, and the more you learn, the more unique you become by changing. So keep this in the back of your mind while you're learning. All you are is change and infinite possibilities. I wish you the best in your studies. See yourself in the not too distant future, powerfully applying what you're learning today and making this world a better place. Be amazing.